Hello. What? You laughing already?
You put a face.
Do I? I put a face on. Well, one would hope I put a face on because people wouldn't want to see anything other than that. Would you? No. Good morning and welcome to
Sunday Chat! Was that loud enough?
Yes, I think people got their fix.
Should I say it again?
It's up to you.
No.
Are you going to say it again?
Sunday Chat!
You can't surprise me. I'm quick. Welcome to Sunday Chat. Are you already...
Sunday Chat!
I nearly swore then. I nearly swore, it nearly came out. I'm not going to say which of the swear words in my huge swear word vocabulary I was going to use, but let's leave that there, shall we?
Was it going to be dash?
What? Dash? Isn't that one of the reindeer? Oh no, that's Dasher.
Dasher.
Yes, so... Yes, we're here again, it's Sunday, and my goodness me, it's really January, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah.
For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere.
Well, actually, it's January for everybody in every hemisphere.
No, but people knew what I was going to allude to there.
No, but for Carol Ann in Australia,
Yes, but
it's January for her, isn't it?
Yes, but
It's
really...
her January weather.
Yeah, but they'll be going, whoa, January, lovely.
Yay!
We're going January.
I don't mind. I
Really?
don't mind it. I really
Well,
don't.
my mental health is in the moment,
yeah,
really. Really, no, it is. I mean, you know, January for me is, ugh.
Well, it's the January blues, they say, don't they?
Yes, and I think it is for well, not for everybody, but for a lot of people. I think, you know, January, you get to this point in the Northern Hemisphere, let's make that clear, before you all say, it's summer here, we know. It's winter here, and it's just been so great. I don't mind it if it's cold, very cold, and very bright, and icy. I love that. I think that's nice. You get your fix of the light, don't you? And I don't just think it's the action of light on the skin
Oh no, it
creates
gets
vitamin
and going.
creates the vitamin D.
Mm.
I don't think it's just about that. I think it's the intensity of light that does something to the brain. I'm not sure what.
Well, it lifts.
Well,
lifts
I'm
people.
assuming that, you know, serotonin and whatever else is created, and there is a rush of feel-good chemicals.
And also, there's that wonderful thing of when you're inside, if you've got a house like ours, which has got central heating, and then you go outside and you go into that chilly, sort of grey but a bit sunny day and have a walk, it's just absolutely glorious. It really
Chilly
is.
but grey and a bit sunny.
Well, look, at the moment, I mean, there's blue sky up there, there's grey sky up there.
What,
there's
that
a bit
tiny
of
little
sun coming
thing
out.
there?
No, it's
I know, it's not a blanket of cloud.
No.
What really gets me is when in Britain, very often, you get this blanket of cloud, whether it's winter or summer, and it just sits there.
It's sort of oppressive.
It sits there for very often weeks at a time. And you just get this weak grey light. And you look awful, you look in the mirror, you look frankly like a corpse.
We won't get back onto corpses.
Oh no.
No.
But you
But
do.
Look at the birch tree. Look at the sun on the birch tree. It's amazing. Look at the sun
Well, I
on
wouldn't
the
say
bark
it's
of the palm
amazing.
tree. It is. It's glorious. It really is.
You see, Paul's an optimist.
No, I'm a realist.
Paul's an
it's
optimist.
absolutely lovely.
No, you're optimistic.
Am
You
I?
are more optimistic than
I
I
think
am.
I'm realistic.
I try-
think you're pessimistic.
I try.
I'm realistic.
I try to talk sometimes.
You talk most of the time.
Well, somebody has to lead.
Yeah.
That's what my name means. Richard. Hard ruler.
Mine means the genius.
When did you come up with that one then?
Just a few seconds ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, but, well, yeah, I mean, it's pretty, but I wouldn't say it's amazing. Look at the sun on the tree.
It's fabulous.
It's weak
the blue
sun.
sky. I mean,
Oh,
even
you can see the blue sky from where you were. I couldn't see that. I was thinking, what? That little tiny patch? Oh, God.
Even the scaffold netting looks quite fun.
Still at it over the road.
Yeah, but they've actually been sort of quite quiet.
Yeah, they have, but the one thing that I've discovered is that they've had roof lights put in at the front of the house.
Windows.
Yeah, Velux or Velux or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
And now, if I'm in our shower room, or one of us is in the shower room.
I thought, was it just you? Yeah.
I was in the shower room the other day and I had the door open because I have no reason to close the door. And the door to the attic room was also open.
Our attic room, yeah.
Yeah, our attic room.
Yeah.
I think they're following, Paul.
Alright, just clarity.
Shall we do some hand sign as well? Shall we do some sign language as well?
Well, you can, I can't.
And I realised that they can see from their attic window over the road right through our attic room and into the shower room where I was toweling myself off. Nobody was looking.
That sounds rude. You were drying yourself with the towel.
I was toweling myself down.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
No, that's your filthy gutter mind.
But yeah, they can see.
Yeah, straight in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an issue.
If the light's on.
It's not an issue. I frankly...
And if they look across, they look at you and they think, oh, look at that Greek god over there.
Oh, yes.
And if they looked at me, they think, oh, why is Jabba the Hutt up in the shower room across the way?
Paul, I seriously think if you think I look like a Greek god, you've got another thing. I get lost. I am fat and unsightly to look at naked. I don't even like to look at myself naked.
You've got a very cute bottom.
That's too much information.
And legs.
That's too
You're
much.
lovely. You're lovely.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. This is not real.
It is.
This is just for the camera.
It is, it's not.
Oh, Paul, get over yourself.
Well, I think we all
now.
are the people that we are, and we mature, and we get older, and we get rounder, and we get slimmer, and we get thinner, and we get fatter, and
then
we are who we are. I mean, that's life.
Yeah.
I think that's realistic.
No,
look at the sun now. Look,
well,
it's looking lovely. Look,
slight.
there's a plane. There's a plane as well. The plane.
Oh God.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
Oh, clearly some kind of fantasy.
Fantasy Island. Was it Fantasy Island?
It was Fantasy Island.
Fantasy
The planes.
Yeah.
I used to like that. I think they should remake Fantasy Island. You could be him.
Haven't they remade
Couldn't
it?
you?
I could
Click
go.
Clock or whatever his name was.
Plane.
What was his name?
He died, didn't he?
What was his name?
He was in a Bond movie as well.
Yeah, but what was his name? Click Clop or something?
I don't know. Click Clop. Yeah. Click Clop. Don't know. You may know. Anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
And there was that. Oh yeah, I just remembered who the guy who owned Fantasy Island was. I can't remember.
Yes,
his name.
Him. That actor.
Yeah.
He was in various things, wasn't he?
I want them to rerun Blake 7. We were talking about that the other day.
Blake 7.
I don't know why they don't rerun Blake 7.
There must be a reason. There must be something to do with deals that they signed.
Apparently,
or somebody's blocking it.
You thought it might actually be
Repeat
fees, but I don't think it would be repeat fees because that would have been sort of set. There were repeat fees apparently with the goodies, which is why that hasn't been.
Half the audience don't know what we're talking about.
But that's okay because the other half do.
No, but
I'm being optimistic.
We need to respect the fact that we do have an awful lot of viewers in America.
Well, have a look at Blake 7. Just do Blake 7 in Google. Fabulous program.
They're going to think it's absolutely rubbish.
No, they won't. It was. What was it? Late 70s. early 80s?
Yeah, late 70s, early 80s. A sci-fi series
fabulous.
with some very, very good actors, but absolutely terrible wobbly sets and awful effects.
Mind you, all of those things were at that time.
Well, no,
I mean,
weren't.
I'd rather
that
they
was the
bring
time
back-
of Star Wars, Paul.
Oh no, Star Wars was different. Star Wars was mega millions, but you look at Doctor Who.
It wasn't. It was low budget.
Star Wars. It was mega millions.
It was low budget movie. It was.
It was low budget for a big movie.
Yes.
Yes, but it wasn't low. It didn't cost £3.50 and a sort of pack of Rolos or something.
But look at Doctor Who. I mean, Doctor Who was a load of rubbish, wasn't it?
I don't get Doctor Who anymore.
Now,
I really don't.
It's too big, isn't it?
They should have brought back Blake Seven rather than Doctor Who.
Well, I think there was talk of it at one time. But anyway, let's move on because half the people aren't interested.
About that. Yeah.
So this week, what did we do this week, Paul?
Very busy week this week.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was
Lots
it?
of videos, lots
Well,
of chat.
you were very busy.
Lots of bread making, lots of sourdough making. Kelly from Kelly's Kitchen Garden made fabulous sourdough.
She did.
Fabulous
She
video.
is
Fabulous video.
Amazing at making bread. I think she's better than you, actually.
Oh, I think she's better than me.
I think she's
Absolutely.
got a better technique.
Yeah, she has a better face as well.
Well, you telling me.
Much better face
And
than
much
mine.
nicer tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos.
No, exactly.
No. Do you want me to have tattoos?
Yeah, I'd love it if you had tattoos all over your body.
Oh, right. Well, that's not going to happen. No.
No, because it would cost too much
Yeah.
and take far too long.
Do they?
Well, it would on you.
Yeah, it would
it's
on
a large
me,
surface
yeah.
area.
But yeah, lots of sourdough
I do love him
chat.
really.
Lots of
I know you all
sourdough
think
chat.
that I bully him, but it's not true. He bullies
Well, it
me.
is.
He
You do.
bullies me.
You do.
He bullies me.
He told me to shut up when we were at a friend last night. I hadn't said anything for about half an hour, and then he accused me
You
of talking.
had
all
the
time.
talking stick
Yeah, for about 1 second.
for about 1 hour.
Rubbish.
You don't
rubbish.
know because you're the baby of the family. You always had to shout to be heard. That's why.
Did I?
Yes, that's what happens to the baby of the family.
Oh, right.
They have to shout the loudest.
Yeah. Is that why we go Sunday chat?
So, are we still recording? Yes, we are still recording. Sometimes it cuts off, and I don't know. And we're just talking away for 2 hours, and none of it's recorded.
Well, you've been talking away for 2 hours. I haven't.
Well, as I say, somebody has to lead and produce and edit this show.
Anyway, we went to IKEA.
We did go to IKEA. You saw the curtain.
The curtain was made. We had our briefest trip to IKEA ever. Stress-free. We were out of our front door to IKEA and home within about an hour and a quarter.
Yeah.
Just
And it's not
fabulous.
round the corner. It's a good 25 minute journey in the car.
Yeah.
Down the North Circular Road. And we go to our local IKEA is Wembley.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what Wembley is, it's home of Wembley Stadium,
You
which
didn't
is
explain the North Circular.
Well, it's a road. It's a road. The North Circular is a famous road in London. Wembley is a famous stadium and entertainment complex where I used to work many, many years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You used to get fish and chips for lunch, didn't you?
Well, sometimes we'd go to the Chippy for lunch. Sometimes we'd go to Marks and Spencer's.
And that was when Richard was working with Angie, Pag and Ange.
Pag's wife.
Yeah.
Pag the drum's wife.
Yeah.
And that's where we met, Angie and I. And then Angie introduced me to Pag.
Yeah.
Many, many years ago now. Long time ago.
1800s it was.
So we went to IKEA. Yes, and it was quick, wasn't it?
It was. We
Quick,
whizzed
quick,
around.
quick.
We knew sort of well, we knew you wanted to get fabric and curtain pole and
curtain
things.
rod.
So we knew where we were going. We didn't really divert too much when we got there, and then we spent a little bit of time going around the house plants, and we got 2 house plants.
We did, 2 lovely houseplants. And we were actually inspired by Shaz of the Kingstone 8 to buy a mother-in-law's tongue. Because we saw hers on that video and it flowered, and I know they don't always
flowered. Amazing. That's amazing. I've never known it to flower. Never. I didn't even know it flowered. You can carry on now.
We've never had one.
I know, but I never ever knew mother-in-law's tongue flowered. It's amazing. And it had a fabulous scent, Shaz said as well.
Yeah, we were kind of inspired. We thought, wow, if we could get one that would flower. And I just love the smell of flowers, certain flowers, not all, in the house.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the summer, I went upstairs to the top of the house and we'd had the windows open. And I think it must have been that rose that's climbing over
rose.
our roof at the back. And the attic room was filled with this beautiful scent, and the air was warm. And there was this waft, it was like being in a dream. I love that. It's like the smell of honeysuckle outside in the summer when it's a hot day and it gets to the evening and you just get a waft. And
well, the other one that smells amazing is the palm tree, when the palm tree flowers.
When the cabbage palms flower, it's like Lily of the Valley. And it's level with the bedroom window now.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping we'll get that this summer. So yeah, I think
they flowered every single year. I mean, how old
Well, no,
is
they
that
got
one?
to a certain age and started flowering, didn't they?
I mean, that one, we've been here how long?
15
15
years?
15 and a half years we've been here.
And
I think they went in about a year after we moved in. They're actually from Mum and Dad in Guernsey.
They were babies, little tiny babies.
They were like grass, and we potted them up.
They're huge now.
About 2 years before we moved into this house. And now they must be...
Well, they're
30 foot, maybe 35.
No.
That's as high as a bus.
Is a bus 30 foot high?
No, 30 foot long. Anyway,
it's as long as a bus.
They're high.
Why would you say it's as long as a bus?
Well, because I think buses are 30 feet.
But buses don't go round end up, do they?
Well, they do when they...
In terms of the height of it, it's as high as our bedroom. So
bedroom
it's sort
ceiling.
Of 20 feet, maybe.
It's as high as our bedroom ceiling. Yeah, about 20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah, it's as long as a small bus.
Oh, for God's sake. As long as a small bus.
But we've got, how many? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the back garden as well.
And one in the front garden.
And one in the front garden. And they are amazing. The smell
lovely.
from it. The broom, which is always
smell,
incredible each year, the flowers just are glorious. That has a slightly different smell.
It's more of a musky smell, isn't it?
It's a bit cat pea.
Yeah, but
it's like sweet cat pea, really.
Yeah, but it's not too offensive.
Oh no, it's not. No.
But it's not absolutely the kind of smell you want wafting through the house.
Where the choicea.
The choicea is beautiful. Honey scent, isn't it?
That's honey cat pea smell.
Yes,
yeah,
honey cat pea. Honeyed cat pea.
Yes.
It's like some kind of exotic cocktail, isn't it? So, okay, we went to Ikea and we just went to get the curtain, but as one always does when one goes to Ikea, one comes out with several other items.
Yeah.
Candles.
That we haven't been to Ikea for several years.
No, we're not big Ikea shoppers now. We go specifically for what we want, and we only allow ourselves to be lured by the items that we require.
Candles,
plants.
Anyway, we got the
tea lights.
Tea lights, that's a candle.
Dinner candles.
That's a candle.
Pillar candles.
That's a candle.
We didn't get any scented candles.
They're still candles.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying the types of candles.
Yeah. Are we going to go through all the types of candles?
No.
Altar candles?
We just got those candles.
Satanic black candles?
4 candles.
4 candles.
Okay, so we went to Ikea, that was lovely.
And we came back, and that was
Let's celebrate. Woohoo, what a great store. If you've never been to Ikea, and you do get the opportunity to go to Ikea, it's a great store, and it's not just furniture, it's little odds and ends and kitchen bits and pieces, and
it's a great place to watch people as well. It really is. They've obviously got lots of furnishings there, so you can sit on the sofa and watch people go by.
You can.
And that's really intriguing.
You can sit in their sets and pretend that you live there.
In fact, at the Ikea in Wembley a couple of years ago, a load of people got together on Twitter and they went and had a party in one of the sets at Ikea Wembley, which I thought was great.
That was actually Natasha and I's idea to begin with.
Was it?
Yes, it
was.
was.
Well, somebody else did it.
I know.
Yeah. But
anyway.
Moving on.
And we didn't go to the cafe.
No, we didn't. No.
We didn't have...
Well, we'd eaten. We'd already eaten.
We had our dinner.
Yeah.
This was 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. And we were back by 9:15.
We're so wild.
Honestly, and that was a late night for us.
It was a late, exciting night.
And I had to drive in the dark. Yeah.
Which I don't like to do, no. And we also wanted to mention, I know we've mentioned it already, but we wanted to mention Rob, the Sapper Gardener. We just simply wanted to say that we do believe that Rob will be up and running on YouTube quite soon. We're not going to say anything else.
No, we had an email from him last night.
Yeah.
And hopefully there'll be something announced in the next 7 to 10 days.
Keep your peepers on that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we'll say. And thumbs up for Rob.
And Jen and the kids.
And Jen and the kids, the Sapper family.
All the thumbs.
Yeah.
And Maggie. Is it Maggie?
Maggie. Oh, we
Maggie
love Maggie.
Doggy.
Yes.
Maggie Doggy.
We're looking forward to seeing Maggie again.
So Rob, Jen.
Maybe Maggie
kids,
could have her own channel.
Kids, thumb, Maggie. Sapper family.
Yeah. Maybe Maggie could have her own channel.
Yeah. That would be great. Doggy Doings.
Doggy Doings. Don't think that's a particularly good channel name, Paul. Really? Okay. Cookery challenge. The first entries are in. Thank you very much. Keep them coming. You've got plenty of time. And we just wanted to remind you that if you are going to be entering, to ensure that you post your photos and a description and the method and the ingredients.
Yeah. If you're doing a video, obviously make sure that's on the video as well.
Yes.
So, is it another week?
I don't know what the date is.
Well, you need to put the date on there, but we're there's another 2 weeks to go.
Yeah, a week or 2 weeks, not sure.
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks. So
great,
please
plenty
do
of time.
enter. So it's 5 ingredients, vegetarian or vegan, main meal. All the details are in a video which you'll link to, and all the details are also on Planet Vegetaria
and Facebook,
and on Facebook Planet Vegetaria, and are they on Richard and Paul as
yes.
well? They're on Richard and Paul as well, but we'll highlight them as well.
We'll make sure we remind you.
Yeah.
So that's all good, lovely. What was that? Filming. Oh, birds.
He can't read his own writing. Did you think I put that?
Filming.
It looks like, yeah.
Well, I couldn't read yours earlier.
It looks like filmy birds. Filmy birds.
Birds.
Oh, that reminds me, Vera's back tonight. Filmy birds.
Really?
Vera's back tonight.
Has she turned into a Belfast detective?
Oh, she might have.
How are you?
Yeah. How are you? How are you?
How are you?
Gosh, Belfast was really interesting when I was working there. Gosh.
Anyway.
Filming birds. You've been filming birds this
morning.
morning.
The birds.
And what birds have you found in our garden this morning to film?
Well, you'll have to watch the video when it comes out.
There we are. And did you find any other creatures in our garden this morning?
Yes, I did, but you'll have to watch the video to find out.
Fascinating. Did
Well,
you find any
enjoyed it.
parakeets?
No.
No parakeets this morning.
The parakeets didn't visit today.
Not
But
yet.
I find it really exciting watching and filming the birds because it's so difficult because they keep moving.
That's what birds do.
I know, but if they just sit still for a while.
You did what? He said the tits are just moving everywhere this morning. I thought, well, there we are.
Titting around all over the place. I just sit still and let me film you.
The sparrows, they were moving
Oh, they're
as well.
just constantly moving. Heads flying around.
Did you say?
It's exhausting, but
say
fun,
cheese.
fun. Well,
maybe they didn't know you were filming. Maybe they didn't know they were supposed to be. Did the robin pose?
The robin, but even the robin was wary, and I'll tell you for why.
Or should they watch the video?
I think it was because there was a predator about. I think they were.
Tyrannosaurus Rex in the garden.
I think they were very, very wary, and I think at this time of year, I think there are other birds that kill them, that hunt them.
Oh yeah, there are. Yeah. Did you get some of them on camera?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm.
It's like wildlife safari in our garden.
Well, our garden is like a wildlife
garden.
garden.
I mean, it's just, I wanted to do the video. I mean, I know I've done bird videos before, but I just wanted to do... I wanted to do another one just to illustrate how many visitors we do get. I mean, we didn't have a huge number of visitors today, but it's a London garden and we still get a really good amount of wildlife.
Yeah.
Which I think is lovely.
Just mentioning briefly RSPB Bird Watch.
Can you say that again?
Just mentioning briefly RSPB Bird Watch, which is Friday, Saturday and Sunday, last weekend of this month. If you want to take part, do RSP Birdwatch in Google. RSPB Birdwatch in Google and sign up for a pack.
In the UK?
In the UK.
Sorry,
yeah.
It's just the UK.
Just the UK, yeah.
And I know that Jasmine on Alternative Small Holding did a piece on that as well, didn't she?
Jasmine's doing that. Vivi's doing that.
Oh, is Vivi doing it too?
Vivi's doing it.
Oh, we're going to do it as well.
Well, we've done it for the last 5 years.
Have we?
I have done it for the last 5 years.
You didn't tell me.
You did it twice.
I did it once and nobody turned up in the garden.
Well, they were birds. They weren't people.
Well, I'm sorry.
But it'd be interesting to see. I was astonished last year when the result came out that the wren is the most populous bird in the UK. I found that amazing, absolutely amazing. I thought it was going to be something else, but
well, the sparrow one would think.
Or
starlings. You see sparrows all the time, don't you?
We do in ours, or parakeets.
But the starlings we don't seem to see in winter. Do they fly away in winter?
No, they were on the fat balls earlier.
Were they?
Yeah.
Starlings?
Yeah.
I've not seen them.
Yeah, they're the flitty ones, not the blackbirds, not the elegant ones, but they're the sort of
starlings. I know what a starling looks like.
So yeah.
Those were sparrows, the flitty ones.
No, not the black ones. The black ones that look like blackbirds, but the starlings.
Well, they're not black. They're multicoloured.
Yeah,
starlings.
But they're sort of dark coloured, aren't they?
They're multicoloured, oily blues and greys and browns. Beautiful birds.
I saw a thrush the other day.
Anyway.
Cedrics and Cedrichitas. They are going to be...
I don't think it should be Cedrichitas. It should be Cedricas.
Are you looking after them?
No.
There we are. So the Cedrics and Cedrichitas will be moving into their mansion later on today. So I'll be doing a video about that. They're all very happy and healthy.
Don't let them get cold.
They're not going to be cold because where they're going to be, there is a radiator on this side of the wall, on the inside, obviously, of the wall. So that will help. And we're also
sheltered corner.
It's a sheltered area. And we're also going to bubble wrap them as well. We've got some bits of bubble wrap, so we're going to take those together and just do a sort of little liner. And what we'd also like to say to We Don't Know Who is thank you for this, which is...
Can people see it? Hold on. Just about, yeah. Cocoa Pete.
Cocoa Pete. It arrived from Amazon, and I thought to myself, did I order that? Did I order that? And I read it, and it says at the bottom, reptile and worm bedding. So it's got a number of uses, and the last one is reptile and worm bedding. So whoever sent us this, and it weighs a ton, thank you very, very, very much.
There was no kind of card or anything with it or message, so
if you'd like, if
must be a wormy person.
Oh, well, maybe.
A person with a worm interest.
Koya.
So if you did, let us know.
If you didn't, you want us to know, let us know.
If you want us to. If you want to remain anonymous,
but thank you very much for doing
fine.
that. So we're actually going to be using that for the base of the new wormery.
Lovely.
Or some of that for the base of the new wormery.
Lovely.
So thank you very much.
Lovely. That's super.
What's that? I think that's about it. What's that?
Sourdough.
We've talked about that. What's
have
that
you talked
there?
about sourdough?
Yeah, with Matt Kelly.
The seeds are packaged.
Oh, the Cheeky Prince
Cheeky Prince seeds are packaged.
And will be going out
this week.
Monday and Tuesday. So everyone who's asked for them, they'll be going out Monday and Tuesday. And there's also some saved seed from some Crown Prince F1
bonus
that we saved. So they're unlikely to come true to Crown Prince F1, but do give them a go if you want.
Well, they'll be edible.
Oh, they'll be absolutely edible.
Unless you're a pumpkin doodah.
A pumpkin doodah?
You know, what's
Do you mean a pumpkin ding-dong?
A pumpkin breeder. It doesn't matter, does it really?
I hope that's not in the Urban Dictionary.
No, but if you know what I mean. If you're a purist.
Oh, if you're a purist.
And you don't want anything to crop, then you probably don't want the seeds. But
well, they won't have asked for them.
We just grow anything that you can eat.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So these will be coming out to... They will be coming out to everyone who has requested them. I think there was one person who requested them the other day.
And we've allocated all of them now.
And yeah.
Sorry.
But if there is a spare one, we'll come back to you.
Yeah, if we do find any knocking around under the cupboard.
Yeah, I'm going to do a seed saving video this week as well. Seed saving in the house. I'm going to go around and rescue all the seed packets that are in various areas of our house.
Yeah, right. I'll video that.
And pop them into Bertie the Box.
I'll be popping a cork if you do that, I tell you.
I am doing that.
Honestly.
So, we also got our heritage seeds through, which is great. This is the heritage seed library that Erica was talking about.
Oh, they've got...
So we've got all our heritage seeds. They've come through. There was a seed that was delayed apparently, so we just got ours through now. We actually have two types of callaloo which have come through. I ordered one callaloo, and we've grown callaloo at the allotments.
What is it?
It's a grain. It's a bit like sort of quinoa, but you can eat the leaves of spinach. It's callaloo. It's a great veg. They're really colourful as well. They're amaranth. They're an amaranthus. So they're amaranth.
Lovely.
We're going to be using one of the callaloo seeds here, one of the packets of callaloo seeds here at the community garden. So we're going to grow that communally, and then everyone can have some spinach. Spinach-like leaves. That's what we're going to do.
Lovely.
What are you doing this coming week? What's your plans for the week?
Oh, I don't know really. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to work, obviously, on tomorrow morning.
And Tuesday.
And Tuesday.
And
Wednesday morning.
But are you part-time now?
Yes. I don't know really. Obviously, it'll be video making. I just don't have, I don't know about you, but I've just not got the drive at the moment. I'm getting to that point in the year where my drive disappears.
Your mojo.
Well...
Is that what they say?
I think I have...
When they say I've lost my mojo, is that what that means?
Yeah, I think so. And but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know,
Oh,
I've
got plans.
I do the sort of bare minimum at this time of year, and I treat myself well in terms of paying attention to how I feel. Yeah, I acknowledge it. I don't try and push myself further. I come back a little bit. I step back and I look at my situation. I stop. I breathe, and I don't try and sort of just chill out, because otherwise I turn into just a blob on the sofa doing nothing. So I don't want to become completely inert. I try to just be aware that I'm not feeling great mentally, and ease back, analyse it, don't push myself too hard, and try and do the things that really make me feel a little bit of joy, like filming the birds, because that takes a bit of focus, a bit of it takes your attention. It's not too challenging, it's enjoyable, it's fun, but I try not to overdo things. That's the way I feel at this time of year. But that's okay, that's fine, it's the way it is. Plus, we're coming up to a year of the anniversary of the passing of our cat, Peanut. So that kind of, I think the first year it preys on your mind a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that first year is always, everything is an anniversary, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
I found this with Dad, and in fact I did actually write I wrote something that helped me after Dad died, because I realised that everything was, when you don't have someone anymore, everything is an anniversary as such. It's like the first cup of tea that you have when that person or that pet isn't there, that first cup of coffee, that first slice of cake, that first piece of toast, that first day that goes by, the first sunrise, the first week, the first new month.
Yeah, all right, everything.
And I think that you go through all of that. You have your first birthday, the first Christmas, and I think understanding that you go through this process in a year, and then the second year, those sort of start, it's the second time, and those things start dissipating rather. And what I wrote helped me in a way. I just kept on thinking about it, and it helped me. And with other things that we've had, with losing Peanut, same thing. So that's a couple of weeks away at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah. But
you don't allow it to become all consuming.
No.
You're aware that it's there. So you're aware that you're going to possibly mark that occasion in some way.
Yeah.
In order to move forwards, really, and it's like an acknowledgement. And so what if you feel a bit sad for a day? That's okay, it's all right. But I don't think it's good to wallow.
No.
I don't think it's good to start really ramping up the grief, because you've already been through that. So, a touching tribute.
I think we'll
is
mostly
enough.
light a little candle.
Yeah.
Which we did on that day and for several days after.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to get into it because I'll get emotional.
Yeah, we don't want to go into those emotions because we don't need to.
But I find that the allotment and the community gardens, that helps me through these moments, because very often they are fleeting moments. Mind you, I find at the allotment, you'll do something for the first time. I mean, even last year, Dad died 2.5 years ago, and I was looking at some Brussels sprouts maybe about September time, and I thought, I better phone Dad and ask him about that. And then you realise that you can't. So you have that moment, and it's fine to live through that moment, but try not to let that moment take you down, because it's not good for you.
And I think also the other thing to talk about in terms of mental health is to not distract yourself to the nth degree. You know, I mean, there are people that say, oh, I threw myself into work. Well, that's okay, but you have to come out, you have to step back from that as well, because otherwise you're setting yourself up for complete burnout. You know,
and you're not living through what you need to live through.
but we've done it, we've all done it. You know, I've done it with music. You know, I'll say I'm throwing myself into music, and I will literally spend the whole day on the computer creating music with a small break, and I literally do it 8-9 hours and then feel absolutely exhausted, headache, and then completely shell-shocked when you suddenly start feeling these emotional responses. Oh, but I've been distracting myself, I've been doing other things, I'm happy doing that. That all gets a little bit strange and too much, and a little bit filled with adrenaline and cortisol and all of those things.
Yeah.
So you have to step back and be kind to yourself and take a break and analyse why you're doing this. You know, why am I distracting myself? It's okay to feel sad, it's okay to have tears. The tears will stop. They will.
I think
when
that's
it's
really,
grief.
I think that's really important. The to let your emotions be, not to let your emotions take over, and you know, go too heavily into them, but let your emotions be, and get on with things, knowing that those emotions are there.
And it is possible to feel emotion without running around the house screaming.
Yeah, and it's also absolutely possible to feel that emotion while
Gardening
planting
or-
broad
yeah.
bean seeds,
Yeah.
or thinking about your plans for the growing season, which is what I'm doing at the moment.
Give yourself permission,
Yes,
but don't
yeah.
give yourself permission to be hysterical,
No.
because hysteria is only appropriate if something horrendously hysterical has happened. I mean, you know, there's no point in getting totally hysterical unless there's a reason for it, a very good reason. I mean, we've had a few shocking things happen in our lives,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
mean, even last year with our very, very good friend.
Yeah, but it wasn't shocking it to the degree that you would be hysterical.
No, the one
Would
that
it?
comes to my mind was when I went to bed when I was 15, 16 and woke up to have my mum at the side of the bed and my dad, because my elder brother had sadly died in a car crash, and that was
pretty shocking.
That was shocking, you know, unexpected, totally.
But if you take it into degrees,
Yeah.
it's not as shocking as somebody seeing their whole family get blown up in a bomb in a war-torn country.
No, absolutely not.
Is it?
No.
So there are degrees, aren't there? I mean, you know, when you see scenes on television where a woman has lost her whole family and she's hysterical in the street,
You can understand that.
that
Yeah.
is an hysterical response, and quite rightly so, because we're not equipped to see those things and deal with them.
But we live in a very different culture as well. We live in I still think that the UK in particular, many developed nations like the US, we live in a culture where everything needs, you need, you know, stiff upper lip, it's, you know, don't cry in front of people, and things like that just aren't acceptable. You know, it's much more acceptable to let someone be and give them support and care and understand what they're going through.
It reminds me of that. There was a Victoria Wood sketch many years ago, and it was all in black and white, and there was like the mother and a woman and her older mother standing outside
The doorway.
a bombed
Yeah.
house in the war.
Yeah.
And she said,
Victoria Wood was
"Oh
in
well, Oh, well, Mum, we've lost everybody, but hey, let's put the kettle on and make a lovely cup of tea. You know, it's kind of like, oh, well, we've lost everything and everybody in our family, but we'll have a cup of tea and everything will be all
But
right.
we still got some tea, so we're all right. We've still got tea, we're all right. Have you still got tea?
But in a way, in a very strange way, we do have the ability to stay in control, even in the most awful of circumstances. You know, and this is where some of the Buddhist teachings come into play, you know, where you feel and process the emotion, but you don't allow it to control what's happening. Because there's also blind panic as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, where you go into full panic. I remember when we lost Molly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into the details, but it wasn't pretty. And I was on my own at home and had to deal with that.
Molly was one of our early cats.
And I lost it. I remember losing it not in the street, but when I got inside into the house, I lost it. It was total blind panic. And everything goes. I had to phone a friend to try and talk me down, you know, because I was just hysterical. So there are situations where, you know, but if you can breathe and try and stay calm,
it's all the better good for you, really.
It is. So hey, there's our little lesson about mental health.
There we are.
Pay attention to your breathing.
Yes, and try not to breathe through your mouth like I do. Breathe through your nose.
That's it. And think about your breathing as well. Think about it while you're breathing in and out. Connect with it, because it can really help. Anyhow, we're going to say goodbye now. You see the clouds covered again?
Yeah, there's no blue sky out there.
The blue's gone now, you see, Paul.
It's gone. It's gone, and the sun has gone. There's no sunny, silvery birch bark.
Wouldn't you just know
there
it?
at the moment?
And it's breezy too. Woo.
It is, and I need to do the wormery, and B, I need to get down the allotment and start thinking about the pond.
Well, we better get on with it then, hadn't we?
Yeah. Oh, one last thing. Sorry. Potatoes. I'm thinking of only growing early potatoes this year.
Why?
Because of space. Because of space.
Can't
I know
you do
we
containers?
have more space. Might do some containers for a few lates, but what early potato would you recommend? Early or second early potato would you recommend? We love steamed potatoes. We love potatoes in
Those
salads.
ones you did last year, though, were the best.
They
Those
were divine.
red-skinned ones. What were they?
I can't remember. I do.
I
They
can't
might have been.
remember.
Were they Duke of Yorks or
I
something?
can't remember.
I've got it
That's
on my
no
plan.
good.
I've got it on my plan.
They were kind of slightly waxy, weren't they?
Yeah, they were very good.
And
Because I think I'm going to buy I usually
lovely.
leave it till later to buy the potatoes, because I really only like to chip them for about 4 weeks. But some people, I saw Liz and Tony are getting theirs now and are chitting them now. So I think I will get them early this year and start chitting them in the polytunnel, because it's cool down there and it's quite bright. So I'm going to do that. But if I
Do
wait...
they need light?
Yeah, and Tony said to...
Well,
make
that
it
one
make
under
up
the
light.
cupboard didn't have any light, and that grew like crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So what's the story with that?
Well, because it hasn't necessarily grown correctly, that one.
Oh.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I don't know. Educate
No,
me.
you don't. Anyway, what are your varieties of first or second earlies? What are your varieties of earlies that you would recommend?
Whenever I hear the word variety, I want to say it in a Scottish accent.
Why?
Variety.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's the Beech Grove Garden.
Oh, yes.
Variety.
Yes, she does. Yeah. And her
love
species as well. In fact, Beechgrove Garden, that's
That'll be
exciting.
coming back
That'll be
soon,
coming
won't
back
it?
soon.
Lovely. You'll be
Gardener's
very,
World,
very
I think
happy.
about 8 weeks, and Beach Grove Garden is usually about 2 weeks after Gardener's World, so you have to have a look at that.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love Sunday morning. Sunday morning because what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to do the Sunday chat, and then we'll be able to sit down with a cup of coffee
and watch Beach Grove
Beach
Garden.
Grove Garden.
Oh,
we love it.
Well, you do.
Oh, you do as well.
It's okay.
You come in and you start imitating what she's saying.
She's lovely, but her accent's very English. She occasionally says Scottish, has the Scottish accent.
If she goes to an area, when
she?
they visit an area that's really Scottish, her accent goes really Scottish.
And then she goes very English.
And then she goes quite
lovely. She's
quite,
lovely.
Quite English. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going now.
How long have we been going?
I don't know.
16
Far
hours.
too long.
16 hours.
Far too long.
Right.
But I think we got everything kind of okay. I don't think we did any tongue twisters.
We did. We remember.
I don't think there's too much to edit out.
I don't think you should edit anything out.
I do.
I don't.
What, even the fart?
What fart?
Exactly.
I didn't. You didn't. Maybe it was the dog.
What dog?
Indeed. What dog? You didn't. You're being silly now. He's being silly now. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to get on with sourdough making and then worms and other things.
And I think that's it, isn't it, really? Yes, that's it now. We're going now.
Oh,
for God's sake.
no, not really. We're going.
We're going now. We're saying goodbye.
Bye.
To you all. Have a lovely Sunday. Enjoy whatever you're doing. I'm going to press the stop
And if you're in
button.
the UK, don't forget this evening, ITV1. Have you murdered
somebody, Lord?
pet?
Because if you have, we'll find out. Okay.
That was Mrs. Doubtfire from both of us. Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye. That's Vera, by the way.
Vera.
New series.
Vera.
Yes. Not the plant, the series.
Aloe vera. Oh, where would that be? Where do they say hello? She could go to wherever they are and they could go, aloe vera.
It's hysterically funny, Paul.
Oh dear.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
See you on Wednesday for Wiley Wednesday.
Wiley Wednesday.
It's probably going to be something with bicarbonate of soda again this week, I think.
I think it's going to be something with some peroxide.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh.
We've got a couple of household cleaning products to show you how to make.
Household tips.
Yes, I know. It's compelling viewing.
Bye.
I'm compelled to say goodbye now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.